Hi Pisces, happy early birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-February 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source up me in front of us. It's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is I'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and after the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's the general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have tradition. This is the equivalent of the Hierophant in traditional tarot, and that's a Taurus energy. So could just be saying that you might have felt a really strong pull toward this person in the past and might have saw the potential for the two of you to be in a long-term commitment. There could have been some barrier toward that, though. For example, if we look at the names on the card, we have Romeo. To focus, there we go. We have Romeo and Juliet. So there could have been some dynamic that might have been a bit of a blockage toward really formalizing the connection, but at the very least in the past, it looks like you saw the potential for that between the two of you. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, maybe that was where you might have seen a barrier, right? This person might have come across as very serious, right? Very independent. So that might have been where you might have seen the barrier where you're like, okay, well, is this person even open to being in a connection, right? So that could have been where you might have felt a strong pull toward them. At the same time, you might have viewed them as maybe they had everything they needed, right? So you might have started to doubt, could you really open them up to the idea of a connection with you? All right, present energy on your side, we have balance. So this is actually Sagittarius energy here. So it could just be saying that now you might be feeling a lot more confident as far as the potential for the connection goes. And you might be viewing it through a lighter lens now too, right? So whereas we saw tradition in the past here, it looks like a more light and playful energy to the card. So it could just be saying that now, you might have let go of some of the tension you were feeling initially, right? Maybe you're putting pressure on yourself and getting ahead of yourselves, and maybe you caught on to that, and now you're like, okay, let me ease myself into the connection a little bit more. Present energy on their side, we have the Page of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could even just be saying that maybe as you've seen them loosen up a little bit, right? So if we look at the Queen of Pentacles energy versus the Page of Pentacles, right? This definitely looks like a bit more of a looser energy, right? So it could just be one of those things that maybe as you saw them open up a little bit and saw that they weren't maybe as serious as you might have thought, right? Maybe they do have a more fun side to them, a lighter side to them. That might have been where you did start to believe again, like, okay, yeah, maybe we could progress this connection in the future. Right. And future energy on your side, we have the Queen of Arrows, so Libra energy here. And ultimately, to me, it says that you do have the interest in this person. So let's see if I can get that to focus. If we look at her facial expression, again, if this will cooperate, she's kind of looking over her shoulder. So to me, that represents, we see the arrow representing communication and it's pointed in their direction. I feel like ultimately this is saying that you would like them to take the lead, but there's definitely still interest on your part for sure. There we go. Finally, we see the focus. All right. And future energy on their side, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So Taurus energy here. So it could just be saying that eventually they might realize that, okay, actually, maybe I do need to step up and be more present in the connection, right? So for a lot of you, it could just be as simple as maybe the two of you were just moving at different speeds as far as you right away started to see, oh, I could totally see myself with this person, whereas for them, it just might take them longer to warm up to the idea of those kinds of things, and possibly because what you detected initially was correct. Maybe they are, generally speaking, quite independent, right? So Could just be one of those things where it takes them longer to get to that point where they're like, yeah, you know what, I would like to pursue a connection with this person. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Princess of Cups. So this is actually the equivalent to the Page of Cups. And to me, this says that, yeah, ultimately it looks like you do have the feelings for this person, but you might not have been too forthright about those feelings, right? So again, like I said, maybe from the beginning, on the one hand, you were feeling this way, but seeing the energy that they had, you might have maybe bottled those feelings up, thinking that, oh, I don't know if I could even interest them in being in a connection. And then, like I said, it looks like as time's growing on, you're growing in the confidence there, but that could have been the dynamic in the past. And the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Queen of Wands. So yeah, so this could just be saying that actually underneath it all, they might have a bit more of a loose side to them. And maybe for whatever reason, they might have responsibilities that might prevent them from being as loose and fun and free as they'd like to be normally. So for example, given that we see 3 pentacle energies here, maybe it's just saying that they do tend to be more focused on career, right? So there is that side of them that does like to cut loose and have fun every now and again, but primarily they really are more prone to focus on more of like the career, the practical sides of things. And I mean, if we look at the facial expression there, maybe they're not always happy about that, but that tends to be where more of their focus is. All right, moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck. I did pre-shuffle the deck, but I'll give it a few more shuffles, and then we'll cut the deck and pull a card. Oh, I actually had one flip over there, but still do a couple more shuffles and we'll pull a card. Okay, so pull this card here, get this out of the way, and we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So pre-shuffle this as well, but we'll give it a few more shuffles, cut the deck, and pull a card. Okay, and we'll take this card, get this out of the way. And so yeah, so this was the jumper that we got, and it says Awakening. There we go. It says someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. So yeah, I mean, I could potentially see that playing out more for them on the right, because like I said, maybe as you've seen the time progressing, right, we see them go from the Queen to the Page, and then the 7, right, running. So it could just be saying that yeah, maybe they have, maybe they did put more time and energy toward more material things, right, and then to the detriment of other areas of their life, like we said with the Queen of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck, but maybe they're trying to get out of that now, right? Where they're like, okay, maybe this isn't everything, right? Maybe I don't have to put all of my time and energy toward finances, career goals, stuff like that. And everyone, okay, we have Denial. It says detach with love to see the truth, to clearly see the truth. So, interesting one there, right? Because in a way, I feel like that would have been more beneficial to the past energy here, right? Where, like I said, it seems like what could have happened here was more of you just getting a little bit ahead of yourselves. And then, like I said, the rest of the spread seems to support that as far as it looks like. It's not that the feelings aren't reciprocated, it's just that it, you seem to be there very quickly. And for this person, they needed more time to get to that point. And from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Go the Distance. There's the artwork. The number is 47. So yeah, so at least it seems to have some potential to say that this could be a long-standing commitment. But again, like I said, maybe you just need a little bit more time for them to get there. All right, the relationship message says you either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? So interesting there where it mentioned an instrument can be tuned, new song written, right? Because we do see the musical instrument in the present. So yeah, to me this could just be saying that yeah, maybe in the past you were a little worried like, oh, I don't know if this could really get off the ground because they might not seem interested. But then again, like I said, with more time passing, you might see them open up a little bit more and show a more light, playful side to themselves. And then, like I said, it looks like there is the potential for the connection to improve. But again, it does seem like they might move slower than you might like. So you just might have to be a little bit patient as far as it goes. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. Once again, happy early birthday. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you all next month. All right. Bye.